Hi, my name is Penny Pearl. I'm a career strategist, and I think it's really important to talk about brave leadership, especially today, because not only are we dealing with the Great Resignation, we're also dealing with huge amounts of layoffs and uncertainty that's around us. So I think it's really important for us to understand our value from within versus waiting for that external recognition. There are a lot of brave, courageous leaders who are able to set the example and demonstrate their leadership. But unfortunately, there are probably more leaders that aren't able to do that. In fact, lack of good understanding and leadership was a huge reason why people are leaving or have been leaving during the Great Resignation. Great leaders are warriors. They are willing to take risks. They are empathetic. Of course, that's a biggie. And they are really agile. They know their value so well that they can deliver that value under many different circumstances and take those risks that they might be wrong or need some assistance. That is great leadership. They're confident and they speak the language of leadership, but it isn't a natural thing for them. It's something that they've prepared for, and it really is something that they've had to practice over many years. And I'm going to share with you some ways that you can start that for yourself. So one of the things that I question is, under the Great Resignation, many people are saying that they don't feel like they're recognized or they're valued by the companies. But what about feeling valued within? What about, instead of waiting for the company to value you, you create your own value? Or better yet, you recognize your own value because it's there. We just kind of blow through it and don't even take the time to identify it ourselves, yet are expecting others to see our value, to give the recognition. So really, it's up to the individual to first know their own value and how to deliver that value, how to communicate it so they don't feel like they're bragging, but they're actually contributing to situations that could use their knowledge and their ability to lead in certain situations. Many of these skills are called soft skills, but, really they're hard skills. They're not the easiest things to train. A lot of it is how we communicate and the confident communication that comes as a result of having done things and feeling good about the outcomes that we can produce. So how do you make that shift? Owning your value from the inside rather than waiting for others to recognize it, and being really specific so that you know exactly what you've done in the past, the business impact you've made, and what you can offer for the future. How agile are you? How quickly can you respond in a confident way to resolve an issue or to take a leadership role? The first thing you have to do is you have to identify what the value is. And so many people that I've worked with are not really sure how to do that, or they are so vague in how they describe their superpowers and their value. It really is not meaningful to either them or the people they're delivering it to. So it's important to be very specific and carry it out until you know how you affected the company, the people that you work with, the partners, the clients. And anytime you can use numbers to do that, that's even better. But that's not 100% necessary. So writing them down, and we do have a value proposition worksheet that you can use in order to do that. It explains the difference between different value statements. And I have been told by many of my clients that it was a great exercise that really opened their eyes to what they contributed to. And it really has an immediate impact on confidence. There are some other things that can be done that are kind of tactical. Now, if you're working at a big company, by saying that there's no opportunity for advancement, it's kind of hard to buy into, because when you're working for a big company, really it's a world unto itself. And in order to advance yourself, it's important for it to come through your effort. So let me share a couple of things that you can do. Number one is start networking with people that you don't know in your company, other leaders, some of the colleagues that you could get to know, and you can involve yourself in other projects and even participate in some of the events the company is planning. Maybe there are some employee resource groups or initiatives that interest you. So all of that is networking broadly versus staying very siloed in order to get your job done. There's tremendous opportunity, especially in large companies. It's really important for you to take that initiative. You'll feel good about it, and you'll feel really good about the impact that you're making. These are some of the things that we talk about in our value proposition worksheet, but more importantly, the company workshops that we offer called Own Your Value. And what it does is it helps leaders and their teams recognize how they can move themselves forward for advancement and also move the company forward while creating a great, positive company community.